we go. We are back with Right Plan, Follow It. Yes, let me take this out of my ear. Is my glasses over there, Cole? We early, so that's good. Want to make sure this is got us all in focus and the lights is good and all that good stuff. We here to talk about money. Y'all requested that she come back so we can talk about money, finances, and today what you gonna be talking about?
About easy ways we can save money. Because you know the saying is, I cannot save. So we're gonna teach you how you can save by just doing small things, just doing a couple different things different.
Yes, which is very important. We're going to give y'all a few more minutes because we are early, so we are just kind of waiting till 8 o'clock, which is 3 minutes. We see 2 people just popped in, so we're going to give everybody time to get in. Hey, how are you, April?
Hey, April.
We're going to give y'all time to come in because we're going to talk about all the great ways that she has saved and all the ways that you may think that, she said, hey, look, that you can't save, but if you really take a hard look at your life and situation, there's a lot of extra money floating around.
A lot. Simple.
Yeah.
Simple. We're definitely going to talk about that. So I'm excited to be sharing that with you guys.
Yeah, I'm excited that she's sharing. And we, we haven't been back since we sat down.
Right.
And she did me a plan for getting out of my debt. She's so excited. She said she's so excited.
Hi.
How are you? How are you, AK Dos? I'm excited to have you on as well. So yeah, we sat down, and y'all know me. I'm very frugal, and I know how to pinch my pennies and get what I need without paying for a price. Have I literally sat down and just made a plan for my debt or anything like that? No. I was so used to just paying whatever.
Right.
And then I'll pay it, and then I'm like, oh, shoot, I done used all my money. Now I got an emergency, or now I got something come up. And I was telling her that. I said, you know, sometimes some people do have it where they can go and just pay it. And I see your comment. I'll be with you in 1 second. And then they don't think about the emergency, which is what I used to do. I would feel more comfortable knowing I don't owe nobody, but not thinking, oh, what if the car break down? What if this happened? What if this happened? And then it's like I have a little bit of something and it ain't enough to pay for whatever because I done spent all my money on trying to not owe anybody. You know what I mean? And do you say that it's 8 o'clock so we can get on in it?
All right.
Do you feel like it's a way that you have to look at it? Your whole situation, because everybody can't do the same thing.
Right. Definitely everybody can't do the same thing just because of their finances. Everybody have different expenses, bottom line. But it's still, we all can still save the same way. It doesn't matter if you make $80,000 a year or it don't matter if you make $25,000. We all still can save the same way by doing simple things, just changing your spending habits, changing your mindset, looking at your finances different. You definitely can just change. But going back to what you said, you have to have a plan. So you can't just say, oh, I just want to get out of debt. It got to be more of, I want to get out of debt. I need an emergency fund, and I want to save. What's your purpose of saving? Like me and you talked about.
Right.
So you kind of have to have those conversations with yourself or with somebody or with your mate or whatever. But just think about the coffee we talk about. Say if coffee was $2.75. Some people say I only pay $1.79. But just say if you pay $2.75 a day. If you pay $2.75 a day, 365 days, you can save $1,000. Just by, hey, I'm gonna cut my coffee.
Just coffee.
I don't want Tim Hortons, I don't want Dunkin' Donuts, I don't want whatever. Starbucks, whatever. That alone will save you $1,000. Just $2.75 a day. That's it. You don't
and
have
how
to
much
do
is that
major.
A month? That's what?
Well, we can do what?
Yeah. Let's get the math to show them how basic it is because we do this.
times 30 days we're going to go. That's $82.
Ooh. In 1 month?
In 1 month. So, you know, if you
wow.
just do that.
See what I'm saying? Like that little amount, you never even thought that. Right. But you know what's something else too? A lot of these millennials, they into the Starbucks, they into all that. Here's
and Starbucks is higher than that.
I was just gonna say that. On the average, a person that's 21 years old to retire with a decent retirement plan plus tax, right? To retire with a decent retirement plan, they say that you should be saving at least 70, is it 70? I think it's $76 every 2 weeks. That's for somebody that's 21. That's average. Right. $76 every 2 weeks. So that right there, your coffee, and we talking regular, Starbucks maybe $4, $5 a cup. You just never know. You know what I'm saying? Right. So that's 80, what you say, 80?
82. Like
that's $82. You basically, what? $70, 70 more dollars added to that is you paying your retirement at an early age to have you set up later when you're 55, 60 years old.
That's
like true. Just the little stuff that you don't think about.
Just the little stuff. And even like, you know, people, we all drink water in most states now. You know,
gotta buy it.
You have to buy it, you know, to have clean water, and it's 5 cents. It's like you throwing money away. So it's like
cans,
cans,
everything,
So it's not like, okay, I'm gonna get rich off bottles, but if your income is less than your expenses, you have to find ways to get yourself out the meet up, get yourself out the red. So as you get, you know, decreasing your debt, you have to find those little things that's right there in your house, that's tangible, that can help you save or help yourself get out of debt. That's like your little bottles, your saving change. All of those little things really do add up. They definitely add up. And they definitely, that can be just your savings if you want.
Get them cans out the trash.
Yeah, seriously, like, I did a little bottle drive. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you did. You did.
Did I make a lot? No, because a lot of people saving now. That's what I learned. Like, okay.
Right.
A lot of
and
people
they're like, girl, I take my bottles back myself. Yeah.
Yes. Which is good, you know. But just little things like that is put money back in your
don't throw them
pocket.
away. You might as well just throw nickels in the trash because that's what you're doing. And some places it's 10 cents. I know in Michigan it's 10 cents.
10 cents.
Girl, take my bottles and lag them.
That came back because remember back in New York, you didn't really see the bottle returns. Now they got them on Delaware. They got it on Harlem right there. They got on Transit. Those things are coming back. That's you know. And if you're using them, if you drink pop or you drink soda, clean your bottles. Just put them in the bag. You don't have to do nothing but pour them on the thing, and them people gonna count them and give you cash money. So you just, but just
the bottles is no joke because last summer, throughout the year last year, his mom had different ladies at the hospital that would collect their bottles. They just didn't feel like taking them, and they would call him and the kids to come get them. I remember like 2 occasions my kids took bottles back. The first time I was like, wow, it was $87 in bottles. And the second time, I think it was like 40 something. And these is free bottles that people just saving and just tell the kids to come pick them up. That's a lot of extra cash that you could be saving. A lot.
And another simple way, I'm not for sure if you guys heard of it, but it's called like count up. So like say you're paying your bills. So say your cable bill was $82. Instead of you writing $82 in your journal when you know, calculate on your bill, write $84. It's kind of like tricking yourself.
Oh, okay.
So you paying like 84, but your cable 82. Your gas is 64, but you're paying 66. So just say you have 10 bills and you count up $2. That's $10. Right. You know, that's $10. But if you want to count up 3 bills, however you want to manipulate yourself. But once you pay your bills, whatever's left, shoot that in your savings. Right. So it's kind of like, okay, I don't have a certain amount that I'm saving, but I'm saving.
Right.
I'm trying to change my my spending habits. Right. And that's really simple. That's a real cool and simple way. Just count up on your bills, even if it's just your change, $82.90, $82.20. So you say $83. So you're saving that 80 cents.
Right.
But you begin to change that and transfer that right over after you pay all your bills and they clear. count up. That's
right.
something that I do. That's another way that I, you know, begin to save.
So you count up all your bills,
right?
And then in your mind, let's just say it was. I'm just using a small
right.
number. Say your bill says $55, when truthfully it's only $50. So that
right.
extra $5 you accounted for,
right.
but it's really to go into your savings.
Once your bill clear, you know all your bills clear. You shoot that stuff right into your savings, and that begin to add up. So if you did $20, see if we did $20 just even a month.
That's you talking about $20 and
$20 a month for 12 months. That's $240.
Wow.
You know, extra that some people really can't find. They say they can't save. You know,
right.
You should at least. They say we really should have at least 3 months of our income in our emergency fund.
Mm-hmm.
You know, how you gonna get there if you never start saving? So even if it's small, but if you're doing 5 small things, you can reach $1,000 or $2,000 very quickly.
I mean, I feel like everybody, I don't care who you are, unless you just don't make nothing.
Right.
You don't work or don't make a dime. Right. That's different. But I'm pretty sure throughout the month, if everybody can look back, they are wasting
something.
Yeah.
Even pack your lunch. That is huge. And, you know, a lot of people, that's just, I ain't gonna say laziness, you know, maybe people don't like to cook, or, you know, they feel takeout is, you know, more tasty. But at the end of the day, you have to remember you gotta pay yourself first. Paying yourself first is taking care of yourself first. Mm-hmm. And taking care of yourself first is figuring out that way of
Dana.
How to save. So even packing your own lunch, you know, go to the store, get, you know, over the weekend and decide what you're going to eat for that week or whatever, instead of ordering out like $9. A decent meal is about a good $9 a day. No less than like $7.
Right.
You got to tip the people or whatever. But at least that's $7. Even if you only you do it 2 times a week, that's $14. But yet you don't have nothing in your savings. So you keep giving money to these companies that's not putting anything back into your savings account. So again, count up.
Well, we even talking about being minute, but we could talk about like finding minute things. But think about the stuff that's not minute that people think is a necessity.
Right, like
unnecessary Jordans.
Oh yes.
The Timberlands, the stuff that they feel that their child should have
or make
because
them feel
they didn't
good.
have.
Right.
Remember we talked about a lot of times they have to be real with themselves because we talked about even at the Queen's Mingle. You don't know exactly, you don't know. Your child doesn't know what you didn't have.
Right.
And what you didn't have is not what they need.
Store, yes.
Yeah, exactly.
Garage
what you
sale.
Didn't have is not what they need.
Right. They don't know, you know, like you said, parents like to say, oh, I'm just making sure
I'm have everything I ain't have.
They have everything I never had or whatever. I'm going to make sure they good. Well, they never knew what you didn't have because they didn't live that. That didn't affect them.
Right.
So you just filling the void. You think you filling the void in them, but you filling the void in yourself. And what happens? You pay your rent late. What happens? Your car repo. That's because you haven't planned your money. And you think that magically something gonna fall in place. No, you have to do the work, and you have to have that emergency fund. Have to have that savings account. And today, just start small. You don't have to be. It don't have to be major. To do little stuff like, say if you're getting out of debt, do a garage sale. It's plenty of stuff that you call junk that other people can use. Other people will use.
Yeah.
I did it a year ago online. I sold like different house stuff, different shoes or whatever.
Stuff you're not using, right?
Stuff I wasn't using, just was accumulating in the basement.
Right.
I sold all of that from my computer
like
online on Facebook, and you just be surprised how much money you really have in your house that you can begin to save just to build your financial future.
Right. And it's not difficult. You just have to want it. Okay, let's read some of these comments and then move on. Hey, Taisha.
Hey.
Plus a snack and dessert.
Yes.
You was a mess. Well, everything I never had is on the floor in their bedroom. A lot of times it is.
Okay,
and
right.
You because you know why? Because it's not what they need.
No.
It's what you want them to have. And a lot of times it ain't even what you want them to have. It's because you showing off to try to make it seem like you're a great parent because you have all this unnecessary stuff that your kid can show that they, oh, I got this. My mommy bought me this. My mommy bought me that. And it's unnecessary. And at the end of the day, your bank account doesn't even reflect you living. You should be living that lifestyle or buying all this unnecessary stuff. AK, it says, I signed up for sensory taste panel test at the university, open to all. Eat a treat and they give you a $20 Walmart gift card every time. Use it towards groceries, gas.
Yes.
Oh, we need to find out about that.
I'm glad you said that, lovely. Let me tell you guys something. You can get free gift cards by just paying your bills with your credit card. It's called rewards. Capital One is great with that. I just got a $50 gift card. If you get my purse, I can show them. $50 gift card to Children Place, so I can buy my kids, you know, a few outfits free. All I do is every month, certain bills that I can pay with a credit card, I pay my bills on that, so I accumulate rewards. And of course, when I get paid, I just pay off my credit card. But I build hundreds of dollars with that. Like, say if I go out and, you know, do the hotel, whatever, it be charged on my credit card, but I can pay my reward
back too.
Right, and give you cash back.
Okay.
And that's free money. You got to look at it as free money. You're going to pay your gas.
Anyways.
You're going to pay your electric.
Anyways.
So why not put it on your card and pay it off, but you build in cash. Right. So I get free gift cards from doing that. Or say if I need something or something happened on the car, I pay with it my credit card, then I just use my cash to pay off that card. So that service was free.
Right.
That's, you know, service is free. So that's something that these credit cards, most of them is doing. Like if you sign up for a credit card now and they don't even talk about cash back, then you're not really reaping the benefits of it, whatever. But that's something. I'm glad she said that. That's something pretty.
Wow, I need to find out more about that too. The Taste Century.
So yeah, this is my free $50 gift card. I just got in the mail from Capital One just about 2 days ago.
From Children's Place.
From Children's Place. You get to pick different stores or or I can go.
And you're going to hold on to that for school clothes, ain't you?
Or I can go, once I get my rewards, I can go withdraw $100 and then just click rewards, pay my credit card. So that's my free $100. You can put that in your bank account. So you can save by withdrawing money from your rewards. So it's so many ways out here now that we have no excuses of why we don't have a savings account. Make sure it's automatic.
People do get carried away with credit cards, but people that get carried away with credit cards never knew how to budget and manage money and don't understand the importance of a credit card. And
it's the spending habits. You when you use a credit card, you should have a plan, just like you have a plan with everything else. You shouldn't just have a credit card in your purse. I actually leave my credit cards at home unless I plan to use it. I know it's a specific purpose, and I already have it written in my journal when I'm gonna pay it off. So if you don't have a plan of paying it off, you shouldn't just continue to charge because eventually they making money off you by the interest and different stuff like that. So, you know, it's like couponing. You got to figure it out. You got to see what's the best thing for you, how you can make the money. Is this the best buy for you?
Right. Well, she says she never had a credit card.
Okay. No, that's...
What, is it a reason why you never had a credit card? Or you don't believe in? Some people don't believe in them. Some people don't want to use them. I personally, you know, until I get this little bit of debt paid off, I personally want to get to that point in my life where I don't have to have them because I got so much money that I don't need a credit card. And we talked about that. Remember, I was talking about I like looking at some of Dave Ramsey stuff and all that, but he's a millionaire. He got money. He can do that. He can basically fund everything, any emergency, whatever, because he has that. Some people, not some people, a lot of people don't have that luxury, so we have to use them. And, you know, I was talking to her, I was like, I want to be like that. That's what I want. That's my goal. And she made me see the light. And I'm like, you know what? That does make sense. We don't have that luxury right now. So I have to have these for emergency just in case and never know. You know what I'm saying? Situations. Am I saying that I can never get there? No. I think it is possible.
Oh, definitely.
But for right now, I will use them. But if I'm going to use them, I need to be...
To not have a credit card, then your savings should be huge. You can have no credit cards. But you should have definitely a huge savings account, because if you don't, then what you wait, if emergency happen and it ain't your pay week, how you gonna take care of that situation?
Right.
So that's the concept of credit cards. Credit cards wasn't never supposed to be just to go buy a bag of chips, go buy some food today, you know, go buy a shirt just because you feel like it. That's not the true purpose of a credit card. Right. Because truly, if you can't pay it off, you should be using it. Right. So it's for more of an emergency or large purchases, and have a plan to pay it off. But now, like 5 years ago, they didn't have, you know, really most of the cards, the cash back where you make money back. Right. So you know, the game kind of changed now where credit cards is beneficial. It definitely is if you have great spending habits.
Right.
But if you don't have great spending habits, I say leave the credit cards alone, because it could get you in some mess. It definitely can.
She says she has some debt that she's paying off, and she's been offered them but never pursued them. Now, I
would pay the debt off first and then look into them, because it just use it as a security blanket. Mine is just simply a security blanket. Because I was once in credit card debt myself, and definitely don't want to go back there.
Hello, Maria.
So definitely use it as a security blanket. I look at it as that, like if I have an $8,000 credit card, that's $8,000.
It makes you feel secure, like if something happened.
If something major happened to my house or to my car, I don't have to have a setback, and I'm good with spending, so I will write a plan to, you know, each month to pay it off or whatever. Right. But it keeps me from borrowing. It keeps me from being homeless. It keeps me from being, you know, me not having to walk. So again, you have that availability to move how you want, or if I want to pay a big trip off,
and
pay, and then make a plan to pay it off. And with all those rewards, you get rewards cash back.
Yes. Right.
So it's just like, you just have to have a plan. I say when you use your credit card, don't just go get no gas or no candy bar or no chips. Right, because that stuff add up. Next thing you know, you spent $90, $80. So it's like, have a plan when you use it. But you think of it as an emergency fund. That's my emergency fund card. Right. Definitely. That's
yeah, we don't want you getting 3 more jobs if you don't need to. No. And
cut back on them jobs. Eventually start cutting back. Just start thinking things that you don't need.
Because if you're not working for a purpose, it's you, like I said, and this is the one who had the stroke, the strokes. You doing too much and you didn't realize it, but your body realizing it.
Right.
And if you have no goal,
and the kids need you. In 10 years, they're not going to say, oh, my mom just worked, They're going to say, my mom wasn't there because she had to work. My mom wasn't there. They're going to make excuses of why you wasn't there. And you don't need that. What you can do is start cutting back on some things. I don't know, like if you own or if you rent, maybe it's one of those is too high. For me, I got my mortgage cut down. Mine was like $633. It went to $509 just simply by finding a new homeowner insurance. Yes.
She says her husband is about to get in trouble. He's out of town and he keeps texting her while she's trying to watch this. She's so much stressing me.
Well, that's all right.
It's fine. We're gonna be here. Oh no, I definitely took heed. I'm glad you did. Yes. What percentage for a yearly credit card is acceptable? What do you think?
Percentage as in how much, like interest charge or whatever.
Is that what you're saying?
It all depends on your credit score. So if you could get them down to 12 or 13, but most of them are like 19 or 21. So you kind of gotta definitely like search.
Well, see, here's the thing: you shouldn't even care about that, because if your plan is to use them right, that interest ain't gonna hit you.
Right. True.
So if you use them right, it really doesn't matter. Right. But what you should be looking for is like the type that we have, the cash back.
Right.
Like they give you cash back
nowadays, more of the cash
rewards.
back. So if you can get one that's like 2% or 3% cash back, you know, the higher It is. It's
because
definitely
Capital One is
$4.
$5. If you it's $5 on regular, $2 on gas, and $1 on restaurant or something like that.
Right, different ones. You're right. But interest, they all kind of about the same. They like the highest like 21 or whatever, but 19. But where you get the more of like where you can get like lower interest, just say if you're going for a car and stuff, there's definitely more based on your FICO. So like for me, mine is like 2%. But I got something from the credit union who said, hey, I give you a $50 gift card and a 1.99% interest rate. Okay, maybe that's not be a big difference to some, but it is when it's your car $20-something thousand off that.
Oh, so you did go through your credit union?
No, I didn't, but Empower just came in the mail.
Oh,
so,
gosh.
Hey, listen, why not run it? Give it to. It's all about putting money back into your pocket. And some people like, oh, don't hit my credit. Like as in, it's gonna go away. Your credit score is gonna fluctuate
up and
down through points. But if I can get $100 or hundreds of dollars or $1,000 or $2 back into my pocket,
which it is, because if you got a 2% interest rate versus
mine's like
17, I've seen people with 20-something percent on their car. That's thousands of dollars. Meaning like you're going to be paying off that car for like 8 years and she'll be done in 4. You get what I'm saying?
It's definitely a difference. So when you see those words like refinancing and stuff like that, that's not scary. That's really beneficial to you. And sometimes we don't opt into those things because I don't want them to hit my credit or I don't want to go through this. Most of the time now, they make it easy for you. You provide them the information, they're going to run it and they're going to send you the papers. You sign off on it. It's really is nothing negative, but that's another way to try to if you own a car, see if your current credit union or bank or whatever can refinance at a lower rate, because again it do help you pay a lower amount each month, or pay it off early, because if you stay at your same rate,
that's like taking off 4 or 5 months of payments. For you.
That too. Right.
Just that 1%.
Right, and I get a $50 gift card.
Oh yeah, that's a big.
It's for free. I'm not hurting anything. So that's another way to try to you just try to think
shop
of ways.
Around.
Shop around.
Look
definitely.
and see what's best for you.
Yeah.
You and me was talking. We always be talking way before this about life and things that we trying to do. I said a little bit about it, but you just have to own your mess. Yes. Like, you have to own your mess. Until you're ready to own your mess and be transparent and real about your situation, you could talk all day and listen to somebody all day, but if you are not ready to do what you need to do to change.
Right. Like, in today's age, we have to have a budget. If you don't have a household budget, then you really don't know where your money going. You don't know where the holes are or anything like that. As meaning, when you write something down and you look at it, you're like, wow, I'm paying that much? This is my next highest bill. Like, this shouldn't be. You start to look at things, because at the end of the day, these businesses, they don't care about if you pay your rent or if your kids eating or anything like that. They just care about their product, you know? So you have to care about yourself. You have to put yourself. So I always say, if you don't do nothing else, you have to save first. Before I do anything, I save first. So if that's automatic, get that strictly out my check, my biweekly check, set that up. If I have to open up another account, so if I go to this one, you don't see it, you don't look at it or whatever, do that. But you'll be surprised once you save first and then you get your new net income. Just learn to live off that. Make it, because if
how
nothing
do you
else.
Find your savings? How did you determine how much you should save? How did that?
Well, for me,
or do you have
I have my 401k, so last year I was able to increase that. With me being able to increase that also put money back in my pocket. Ask me how.
How?
That makes my yearly income net comes down when it's time for me to file my taxes.
Oh.
Yes. So by me just increasing, putting more into my retirement, I was able to get more back in income taxes because it lowered my net income. I'm like, wow.
Right. Let me throw some more over there. Right.
Me saving, being rewarded, come on now.
Right.
So, mine is, I would say, at least 20% of your income. You should be saying. Is that going to be higher at first? Yes. So start off with 5%. then increase it to 10%, but at least 20% of your income. Eventually, one day, hopefully 50%.
Right.
But at least 20%, and that's included if you have some going to your 401k and then your personal savings. So 10 and 10.
So you okay. Yeah. So you'll split it up. Okay.
Right. So mine right now really only about 6% of my income to my 401k, and then 14% goes to my regular savings. But I had the kids savings. I don't put much in yours, but I put every check. I put $10 or $5. 10, 20. So $10, because you know the two little ones. $10 comes directly out my check and just go to their account. Okay. Because again, you have to build your future, and those are my future. So it may not be much, but it's gonna be more than what somebody who's not doing anything. Right. And I'll be able to give my kids
think
something.
about it. They not touching it.
They not touching it, and it's in the CD.
Wait a minute. Not only that, but what did you just do? You just did numbers on a $2.75 coffee.
Right. Oh, I didn't think. Yeah.
So imagine doing the numbers on that in 10 years from now, when you allow them to touch it when they're 18 or 21 or when they go to college.
So and then it's like saving small but thinking big. Right. Thinking later. And that's what you have to, because I'm not rich. But at the same time, you build wealth. Right. So it's all about building wealth. So what do how you going to build your wealth? So me, I just try to find different ways to try to save, daily things that I can save. And I'm big on change. I'm not one. If it's 202, I'm giving you $3.
Pennies up off the ground. People be walking around, I'm like, oh, another one. Right. I will get down at 4 pennies. That's almost a nickel. You know what I'm saying? I'm picking it up. Yep, I have no pride at all. You said something about what was it? You said something. I can't remember what it was, and it made a point. You made a point. You was getting ready to say. Finish what you was going to say. I'll be able to.
I would just name a couple things that you can do. Like, I'm pretty sure we all heard of the money challenge. And
the different ones. Yeah, where you start off with a certain amount and then
definitely. And either one you do. You don't have to follow it week by week, because some people get paid bi-weekly or whatever. But that's another quick way to do $1,000 or whatever. And I say just 1,000 because I feel once somebody saved that first 1,000, then they're gonna want to save another 1,000.
That's what it is.
And another 1,000.
Right. It makes you feel motivated. Just like once you lose that first 10 pounds, you want to lose more.
Right. So once you accomplish something, then you feel comfortable to continue at it. So it's that comfortability. So that's why I try to think of this, small little things where you can try to save, just so you can get in a habit. Right. Once you begin those habits, and once that begin to change your mindset, once your mindset change, you just look at your finances differently. Right. Definitely. Right. But look at the dollar money challenge. Hey, do the 50-cent challenge,
quarter, true.
Right, a quarter challenge.
How many quarters? If you save a quarter a day, and
right,
bro, what you just want to ask a person for? We should try that. We should. I'm serious.
Go to all these.
No, seriously. We should do this. Yeah. We should literally do this, and I'm telling y'all this. This is what we gonna do. Okay. We each gonna get an empty jar. Okay. Right, and every day we're gonna ask somebody for a quarter. Every day, we're going to ask somebody for a quarter and put it in our jar. Right. That's what we're going to do. Yeah. And we're going to see in 6 months. Okay. What it's going to look like. What's
challenge, y'all.
We challenge. Who want to do this with us? In 6 months, add that up. That's 30. Let's just say 30 days times 6, 25 times 30 times 6. Let's see what happens.
Let's see.
Yes, you are rich. You're rich in your thoughts of saving and being disciplined. I've seen many rich people that are broke, so much debt. We were just getting ready to go there because we talked about it. I said, if you look at a room, thank you so much, AK, and you are right, but tangibly, it ain't just flowing off trees or anything like that. But yes, I feel like I am. I feel like I am in so many things. I'm rich in so many things as well as she is. And just to be able to bless other people, to just think differently and look at life differently. But what is it?
Well, if we only did a quarter a day, they say we only did a quarter a day for 30 days, that just would be 90. But if you did, say,
a quarter a day?
Yeah, a quarter. So if you just do 25 cents times 365, yeah, it's still 91.
Oh, that's for the year.
Right. That's just for if we just did a quarter. If we did
so
quarters,
in 6 months it'll be half of that.
Right. Pretty much. Yeah.
50 cents. That's it. Let's stop it right there. We don't want to hit the dollar. We want to still make it be change. 50 cents.
Right.
Just one person.
Just one person.
Just one person. Hey, you got 50 cents? You know what I'm saying? I'm going to do it.
You're begging now.
Come on now. 50 cents. If somebody asks you for 50, I'll be like, oh yeah, let me see. I'll give somebody 50 cents. You know what I'm saying? So we're going to see how many 50 cents we're going to be, as you're going to be to do it. So and you want to do 90 days or you want to do 6 months?
We'll do 90.
Let's do 90 days.
We'll do 90.
Today is what? What is this?
Today is the 9th.
She's talking about 10 cans. My mother says 5 bills. 5 bills at the end of each year. Wow, she has a lot. I'm confused.
Okay.
Oh, 10 cans a day, April.
Yeah.
What is she saying? This one right here.
Let me see.
She said that.
My mother say $5 bills. Oh, yep, at the end.
Oh,
yep.
bills.
Yeah. That's a good way. I notice people do that.
Where anytime they get a $5 bill in their hand, it goes to the savings. Yes. Okay.
Right. And that's,
you threw me off. I thought you meant like bills, like she paying bills 50 cents a day. 50 cents a day, April. That's what we doing.
And that's a good way. My sister ended up doing what she did. We did a change challenge because I'm a change person too. That's just one option I like to do. Just because it's just a habit. I like habits. And my sister did it. She did when every time she would go get paid, she get $10 in quarter. By the end of the year, she had $1,200 in quarters. $1,200 a quarter.
So she get $10 in quarters and just put it in the jug or something.
She just put it aside. So you gotta think. So when she go to the money machine, she don't gotta pour it in. They ain't getting the money out for her. They already rolled.
She just go take it.
And so it just again sometimes it's like you think you can't do something, so you just try different things. Just
I will
so
put
you
mine
can
in
have
a jar that I have to bust at the end of the year.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Only way you can get it out is if you bust it type thing.
Trust yourself. You'll be surprised when you set a goal and just trust yourself.
Well, I got a whole bunch of change too. We got a whole bunch of rolled change. And I was just looking at it. It's in the bag. But that's just,
something small. You'll be surprised how much you change with that. And even with like the bottles. People throw their bottles. Like I'm at work, I'll be like,
give me that.
They in the habit. They be like, you still collect the bottles cold? Yeah, put it right there. Rinse them out and take them home. You'll be surprised. Like you said, $80, $90. Even if that ain't every month, but even if it's 3 months, I could save $300 or $400 just by doing, bottles. I'm not doing anything extra. It ain't. I'm not begging from nobody or whatever. So you'll be surprised how you can be get quick to that. I am in. Oh yes, okay.
I am in.
The 50
cent a day. Okay, so boom. Yep. My husband always has a pocket full of change. He might wonder why his pocket is feeling like yes, that's what we're gonna do.
Yes.
And we all gonna get a jar, get you an empty spaghetti jar, whatever.
Yes.
Rinse it out and throw your change in there. And we are going to do that and see what it's looking like in 90 days.
See
what's 90 days from today?
Let's see. What we in May? May, June, July, August. Oh yes, that was sometime.
So August 9th.
August 9th. Mm-hmm. Yep. Let's see. So we talked about mostly everything. So I always look for new car insurance because that's money you're leaving on the table. Just do a quick quote or something, but that's money again. Think about money being back into your pocket. If you own a house, shop around for that homeowner insurance because I'm so thankful that I did and bundled. I saved a lot of money. I was paying $1,200 and then I ended up going to State Farm and mine ended up being $3 something. Because I bundled and have life.
Oh, Ibotta, yes. Because that's extra change right there. Because I got $22 in one day
and coupons,
a couple days ago.
I'm glad you said
and coupons. Girl, look, we was look, that's what we was doing. That's what we've been doing. Sitting here trying to get this stuff together. With Taisha. I keep saying Taisha. We supposed to go out in the morning because their rules is totally different from South Carolina.
Yep.
So she gonna show me some deals so I can get back.
I went
and
got me a Sunday paper and stuff, and they had some stuff in there. You buy one thing, you get something free.
Right.
And the store had $1 off. So it's like, again,
little stuff, especially if you know you gotta buy it anyways.
You gotta buy it anyways. You gonna wash your clothes.
Right.
Yeah. So those are a couple things, just small things that you can do to begin to save money. Yes, totally. Coupons. I'm back on it. Then
what rent? What you got?
I did rent, as in sometimes we be living. You know, especially if you're renting, you have option to move. If you're rent $800 or $900 and you can get something for $700, that's just saving $200 right off the bat. Mm-hmm. So it's like sometimes we just too comfortable of overpaying stuff. We too comfortable. We think we comfortable and we not. You stressed out and you just making ends meet. So why not try to benefit yourself? I don't worry about hurting nobody else's feelings.
And that's when you're working all the time, right? Because you're trying to keep up this lifestyle. And if something happens, not trying to be funny.
Right.
You should always try to put yourself in a situation where if something happened, because no job is guaranteed.
Right.
Sorry. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you want to be in a situation where your savings is up because now you don't have this job or something happened where the job is now gone. You still can live that lifestyle, or you can still maintain for a couple months or whatever the case may be. But if you're working, like we talk about all the time, overtime at the job, and you have no goals, and it's just you working paycheck, and it's paycheck to paycheck. Like I've talked to so many people who are do nothing but doubles and triples and all this, but I ask them to go do something or let's go something. They have to wait for their next check. Like they literally don't have, it could be $15 for this event, $10 for this event. They literally have to wait to their next check to do it. And I'm like, you gotta be broke. Right. Who has that amount? Right. And I'm pretty sure you wouldn't tell me that you have to wait till your next check if you did have it. So if you don't even have that, you can't possibly be saving nothing.
Right.
You can't.
Definitely.
You can't possibly save nothing.
But even say when you get sick, you got to think about, like, I'm not for sure everybody age up there, but for me, we grown women. And say something happened to me today or tomorrow.
House.
Yes.
She was paying $975 for an apartment to
yes, with the
$779.
roommate.
Yep.
Go ahead. I'm telling you, that helps. That really helps. And back to, you get sick. These jobs don't got nothing for you. Mm-mm. So if you don't have things in place, they're going to replace you.
They're going to replace you.
You've been, you've been gone too long. We can't hold your spot anymore.
Right.
You can't be bitter with them because you failed to set yourself up. You
made them your priority, basically.
Right, you made them your priority,
and they is not making you theirs.
Or not your family. So if you don't do nothing tomorrow, starting tomorrow, just decide that you're gonna save first. Save first. I don't care if it's only $25. You gotta get in the habit of saving first and putting money away first. And again, you have to make it a habit. You have to make it a lifestyle. That's the kind of lifestyle that I want to live, or I want to raise my kids on, or whatever. It's not that I'm totally cheap or I can't do this. No, you're setting yourself up. So if something ever do happen, you have a security blanket. You can fall back. You can rest. You can heal. People literally stress out because they have to go right back to work. They haven't even healed.
After having babies and surgeries and strokes and heart attacks and all this crazy stuff.
It's serious. And I understand, because like if you don't work, how you gonna make it? But at the same time, if we would have tried to prepare, and not for anything negative, prepare for traveling.
Right.
It don't have to be anything because you're sick or anything like that. I definitely don't want it to be negative. But about saving, you got that family reunion coming. You got a couple kids, but you just all can't make it. You can't make it every year. You can't make it. You can't make it. Like, at a point, when do you get tired to say, well, maybe I'm doing something wrong. Maybe I need to take a look at my finances again. Maybe I may need some help. Or maybe, let me see what my friend over here is doing. Learn from each other.
When they say write down what you spend,
write it down.
That will have you like, oh gosh, like you literally will be like, oh my gosh, I didn't know I was spending like that.
It would be a sin for me not to write down like all my bills or what I spend. Like I leave my credit until a person who say credit card. I leave my credit cards at home. I don't have my credit cards, you
Just
know, in my
with
purse unless, you know, again, I plan to use them. But I leave them at home so I won't just swipe them, swipe, and, you know, worry about that later and it add up, right, or in the safe or whatever. I go back to cash. People want to eliminate cash. I go back to cash now. Like, after I balance out my bills and stuff, this is all I have. This is the only green I have. Because remember, my savings already taken out. Don't get that confused. And my bills is paying online or whatever. I only have this. This is, take that cash out and your cash is gone. Your cash is gone. You don't get to go in your savings or whatever because there's no emergency. So it's, again, it's a habit, it's a lifestyle, it's something that you have to want and something you have to build for yourself.
Right.
It definitely, it's a process.
Everything.
It's definitely, yeah, it's definitely a process.
She said, checkout 51. Fetch rewards. That's the one I think I missed. Fetch rewards and savings star. Is that what she said? Star. Okay, write those down.
Okay. What is it? 50, savings star.
Checkout 51. Yeah, savings star. And I think she gave us these, but some of them I don't remember.
Okay.
And then fetch rewards. I worked a lot and had the money, but I was so tight because 15 here and there adds up. Yes. Right. 15, girl, $1. You ever went to the Dollar Tree? You're like, it's $1. Right. And before you know it, you came to get some Ziploc bags or sandwich bags, but then when you leaving out of there, you know, spent $18, $19. Yep. You're like, ugh, I did not come in here for that. Like, it really, yeah, dollars add up. Any dollars add up, period. Plus, you got to buy an outfit, but food has money. It was a shame. I worked so hard, but was scared to spend my money.
Okay.
Yeah, she was overworking herself, but she said she was so tight she didn't want to spend nothing.
It's definitely a balance. It's no like right or wrong or you wrong or you this or this. But it's definitely a balance. And again, it's all focused on your finances, what you can and cannot do. So you have to find that balance for your household, for your lifestyle. Because, you know, everybody don't want the same thing. Everybody goes not going to be the same. But at the same time, it's all about what you can and cannot do. And only you would know that once you write down your bills and stuff like that. But again, when you write your bills down, the first line should say save. She
says she saves $200 a month now that she has her, or did you say every pay period? I know I seen 200.
Okay.
Hold on. I think she said
that's
200.
Good. You'll be surprised how many people cannot save that.
I remember her saying something about 200 up in here somewhere.
Yep, but definitely that's great. That's a good start. And make, you know, as long as you make it a habit, that's what it's going to be. That'll definitely add up. People not even saving $25.
Okay.
If they do save it, they go right back in it and, you know, take it out. So that's actually great.
Yeah, she said now that she's back working and she has someone helping, I'm saving $200 every paycheck.
Yes.
I get paid every 2 weeks.
2 weeks.
So she's saving $400 a month.
Yes. That is great. And you should be proud of yourself.
Easier with my roommate.
Yep.
You and that roommate.
No, for real. I'm hoping, one of my friends, you know, it'd be nice they could have a roommate. But
some people need them.
Yeah.
I mean, it's a good thing if you got that setup where you can have a roommate and split everything and what you normally pay, just save all that.
It saves that. And I think that's what people don't realize. Like, once you get that increase or you get that bonus or you get that income tax or whatever, instead of just going out and spend it off, if you're in a great place or, you know, prepare, that's like, look at it as extra cash. Okay, I'm going to save half of it. Right. Now I'm going to travel or I'm going to get this thing fixed in my house.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Right. Make it worth your while.
Yeah, because it's like, I don't know, I just can't see myself just consistently working with nothing to look forward to.
Right. Definitely.
Nothing.
Definitely.
Even if it's a weekend getaway. Like, nothing to look forward to, that makes you miserable. That makes you angry. You start doubting your life. You start doubting if you're doing the right thing because you have not set yourself up for balance. You have not set up in your mind, okay, I got to work, but I'm going to take a vacation or I'm going to do this. I'm going to just get away. Like I was telling her, me and my husband did a date away where we literally just go get a hotel somewhere. And y'all hear me say this, and we'll do it with the kids too, because sometimes we just need to get them away from life.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Just life. I don't want to see nothing that got anything to do with our life. We just want to be away, free, and just enjoy and zone out on that. So it don't have to be expensive. It ain't like you got to go to Italy or Paris or nothing fancy or the Bahamas. You don't. You know what I'm saying? Those are things that you set yourself up for and plan for. But at the end of the day, you need to get away. Even if, like I told you, you just take a time and just go out to eat. And just go to a park and just walk and just get you a picnic blanket and just lay down. Have you some little music and just chill and just enjoy the scenery or whatever with your spouse or your children or something. My baby told me the other day, she was like, Mommy, I like when we used to do the picnics, but it's been cold. We would go to the waterfront and do a picnic and just, I'll make sandwiches and stuff. I have my little jazz and music playing. They be playing and we throwing the ball or whatever, or just laying down on the grass. Just get away. It don't have to be expensive, but you have to have that because you will start being angry and you become miserable. And you just be mad.
Those things don't cost much. So if you have, save up. If you do something every 3 months, save something to have that outing that you want or go to that special thing. But it shouldn't be, well, I'm going to this place anyways. I'm just not going to pay this bill.
Right.
And you're just setting yourself up for failure, and you're setting yourself to be upset with yourself, although you're going to project that negativity out into the world as if it's someone else's fault, but it's your fault.
Right.
You failed to plan. And hey, if you feel you don't make enough, look for another job.
Right.
Definitely, know your self-value, know your worth. That's just the bottom line. You just definitely have to know your worth.
But like you had to do. Even though you do make enough at your job without the debt, you just wanted to get that paid and off your back. So you took on another job.
Definitely took on another job.
But it was for that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Purpose.
For a purpose, a goal, and it was set.
In a short time.
Right.
Right. It wasn't 2 or 3 years.
Not just I'm working 2-3 jobs just to be working them, just to say I got all this money and I'm not doing nothing. That's not no balance.
Right.
If I get a credit card and do not use it unless there's an emergency, will I have to pay a monthly charge for just having? It depends on what kind of credit card you got.
Right, but in today's age, you have choices. Before they didn't used to give us those choices. You make sure you pick a car, or you can just Google no annual fee. You want a car with no annual fee because you don't want that annual fee every year. But no, you won't have to pay anything monthly unless you keep a balance. If you keep a balance, you would. But again, if you have a low balance, that's not hurting your credit score because as long as you keep your utilization down. But and every car don't have the interest ain't $30 and $40 on every month. It all depends on your balance. So it could be a few dollars, $2 or $3. And if you need that 3 months to pay that off, then give them that $2 or $3. You know. But you don't want to take all your money and pay it on the card, then you don't have nothing in your savings, and something come up. So you use your you use your credit card just as you use an emergency fund. You use your emergency fund, you figure out how you're gonna start saving again to put money back in it. So definitely. But make credit cards your friend. It don't have to be nothing negative. Right. There's nothing negative. I use I use them to pay my bills.
I would try with Capital One. I think that's a good one.
Yeah, they're one of the major ones.
And they don't have annual fees. So that's a good, and they come with rewards. So if I ever recommend cards, it's usually Capital One. So try Capital One. Try to apply for the Quicksilver card because that's the one that has
the rewards.
The rewards. Now the other one is what's the next one above that? Something.
They got Venture.
Capital One Venture, but that's for a person who like to travel a lot because they want you to buy your plane tickets and all that stuff on there, and you get a lot of rewards for that. So if you're not really traveling a lot, I would say try Capital One Quicksilver because they have good rewards, and it's 5%, and then it's 2% restaurants, and I think 1% gas, or either 1% gas and 2% restaurants or something like that. They'll tell you all that. Best Buy has a good one too. It's not an annual fee. They have a good one. They got rewards as well, and theirs is 4%. And BJ's, if you got like a BJ's, they have a good one, no annual fee. And they got rewards, gas, and buying stuff in there like groceries and restaurants and all that stuff. So any utilization on those cards, it's like different levels. Like something might be 1%, something might be 2%, other things might be 3%, then the top might be 4% if you buying out of the store. Like I know with Best Buy, if you buy at a store, it's the highest reward. With BJ's, you get the highest reward if you shop with the card.
Gotcha.
Then the next thing is anything else, and then gas might be the 1% or something like that.
Right.
So all cards got different rewards.
Yeah, but nowadays you can go on, to whoever site, or you can just click in best credit card, and different ones that come up. But there's a couple good ones. You want to definitely a major one like Capital One. Fargo, is it? Fargo Wells.
Wells Fargo.
Yeah, they good. They're definitely good. Citibank.
She started her 50 cent. Can I get 50 cent? Yeah. Look. I'm trying to ask her for 50 cent. Look, can I get 50 cent, go? No. Dang, I tried. Babe, can I get 50 cent? I'm like, what?
Yeah, so definitely. So
yeah, it's a lot out there. It's a lot out there. And like we said, really, unless you think you're going to get it and mess up, the interest rate really don't mean nothing if you're going to pay it off. And not, I mean, we're not saying, and again, even if you did have to use it, just don't try to keep the balance on there for forever.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
If you owe $1,000, don't keep paying no $26.
Right.
Because only like 15 is going on it. Right. So like you just
try to knock it down as much as you can.
And as quick as you can.
Right.
Yep. So, because definitely life's going to hit us at different stages, but you want that as your comfort zone. You want that as your cushion, your pillow, or whatever. And sometimes credit cards save us when nobody else won't give us anything.
Right.
So, look at it that way, but don't look at it as a everyday thing that and you're going to use it every day. So, again, it's just all about your habits. You got to just make sure, you're planning it as much as possible.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely possible. You just need to find somebody to hold you accountable. You need to find somebody to hold you accountable because like we talked about, a lot of times we don't stick to stuff because we don't have nobody to say, oh, you said you was going to boom, boom, boom at such and such. What's going on or what's up with that? Right. You got to find somebody that can hold you accountable for what it is you're trying to do. So if it's debt you're trying to pay off or you're trying to save, you can say, hey, friend, listen. I need to save some money, girl, or man, or whatever. And even if you might trust them enough. But like, here, I'm gonna give you this jar, and I'm gonna just put this in there. Put this $5 in there every week. I'm gonna give you $5 to put in that jar for me. Yeah. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You could do something like that. It don't have to be a whole bunch. Even as if you say $1 a week. I don't know your situation. Some people really don't have much of nothing because they may not even be buying coffee. They may not be buying that muffin. They really may not have nothing.
They may not have it.
Start with do the 50 cent challenge. Ask somebody for 50 cents. Ask somebody
and then
for 50 cents.
If you don't have it, you gotta, again, write down them finances and see where your money going.
Right.
And why you don't have nothing to save and you working 40 hours a week. Like, that should be a problem. That should, that should upset you to do something.
Right.
And whatever that may be. But at the same time, you have to pay yourself first. If you don't do nothing else, pay yourself first. And that should be that first line, save. When you write down your bills or you type up your bills or whatever, that first line should say save.
And I would say make it so, I was saying $1 being funny, but make it so small that you ain't got no choice but to save it because it will accumulate.
It will, definitely.
And then once it does, like she said, the more you start to save, the more you're going to want to do it. I get my $18 Vonage bill deducted from my credit card. Worst case scenario, I can pay 18 with the cans.
Yes.
Right. You can start small and graduate. Exactly.
Yep.
Small. Like, I'm saying $1, but literally, if you're not saving nothing.
Yeah, but if you save $1 a day, that's $365.
At the end of it,
better than zero. $365
right.
is zero.
Right.
So the next year you may say, okay, $2.
$2, right.
Whatever, being.
Right.
But definitely, yeah.
It could be done. It could be
done.
Some
people have nothing. Like, and they like, oh, I got to borrow until I get paid the next week. It's like,
and the more that some people make, you be like,
yes,
you making 6 figures and you don't save nothing?
Because
they accumulate more debt and more bills. They try to live where they pay is.
They buy the bigger house, the more expensive
Bigger
car,
car, right?
To
Fancier
schools,
clothes, yeah.
and they
and it shouldn't be that
more
way.
Student loan and different stuff. Oh, and you gotta pay for that stuff. Yeah. You definitely have to pay for that stuff, and it takes some things you're just not gonna get away with. So you know, just be mindful. If you have kids, make sure they don't make those mistakes.
Right?
You know, have those financial conversations with your kids, with your partner, and I think that's what we need to have more. Is just like find creative ways to save again, because apparently that's what our elders had at one point. You know, we was giving houses and giving things. Now this generation don't have nothing to give.
Nope.
They have nothing to give. Some sneakers.
Right.
Okay, the sneakers don't. You be put out with your sneakers. It's like no, you gotta have. You know, we have to teach our kids more than just that. Definitely. But
Any questions? Any questions? So we got 2 people that said they in for the 50 cent challenge. I'm doing it.
I hope none of my coworkers watching, because I'm gonna start asking for 50 cent tomorrow.
So is you gonna be asking for more than 150 cent?
Yeah.
Oh, you is?
Girl,
see, I was just trying to get my 50 cent a day.
That's you. I'm getting 50 cent. Oh. You did say 50 cent a day. You ain't say how many times
I was like, ask somebody for 50 cent a day. That's what. So okay, well, cool. Yeah. It is what it is. You know what I'm saying? It is what it is. I'm like, make up 50. You know what I'm saying? So I know who gave me 50 cent. Yeah. And then they're gonna like, I'm like, wow, yeah, this little $80 is from asking people for 50 cents. Not trying to be funny, but homeless people and bums do it. And I have given them way more than, you know what I'm saying? Like, here go $3, here go $4. Right. So I know 50 cents is like, ew, people got that laying around somewhere, even in their car. I don't care if it's a sticky quarter. Let me get that.
Right, let me soak it.
Yeah, let me, right. I don't care, because I just want to challenge myself with something so small like this too, because remember we was talking about, I said I had all them names of people and different ones for, you know. But this is just 50 cents. So yeah. I'm like, can you send me 50 cent PayPal? Oh my gosh, it's because if you make 6 figures, you're usually amongst people who make the same, so you try to keep up and forget the Joneses, keep up with the co-workers.
Yeah,
I don't try to keep up with nobody.
Right.
I ain't got time for it, because my life is not your life, and I can't handle what you can handle, and vice versa.
But you just be surprised when people make a 6 figure and don't have any, you know.
Yeah, like you were saying, so and don't save a dime.
As soon as
they
life
be working
situation,
paycheck to paycheck.
Yeah, they work paycheck. You know, and they don't, you know, some of them don't realize or don't really mean it, but they have accumulated again so much debt that it's going to take them a while themselves. You know, when they get with these different places and call themselves consolidating, then you consolidate your bill, but then you paying them a bill too to consolidate. So you got to be mindful of all that online stuff, or call 1-800. Come
fix your credit.
Let me take your money.
Right.
That's what they be, and they don't really truly help. So yeah, you know. Okay,
I never understand the concept. I never understand the concept of you helping me, but okay, you got a fee. That's fine. Yeah, but a monthly fee every month, I'm paying you over and over and over again. You just gave me another
bill.
Just gave me another bill on top of my stress.
Why would it be one-time fee? Like, okay, this, and then you helping. I don't know, but they gotta make their money, I guess. But I can't do it.
But it's kind of crazy though, because I was talking to somebody who said they went through that, and it's like they're helping them, and it's supposed to be deleting this and deleting that. When I'm like, if it's yours, own up to it, do what you got to do, fight through it, get through it, whatever. But you can't, they get you this fire, and it's like, I need some more money. Then we get you this fire, and I need some more money. It's like, even with the starting process of it, it's like all this money.
If they say they consolidate these bills, and then you accumulate some other bills,
they don't. That's not in it. We got to start all over.
So you got to kind of, when you go in these places or call these places, you got to kind of know what, you know. Even with them, you have to have a plan and just know your expectations, because you'll get wound up. And these people, they come after you. Yeah, you know, it's like,
Another
gonna
debt.
come with their money.
Another debt.
Yep.
You done accumulated another debt.
You just gotta be mindful. A lot of things you can do yourself. Just again, put that pen to that paper. Be motivated. Stay focused, and do it to that end date. Always have a start and an end date. You gotta have an end date with anything that you do. Even with a saving. Set that goal and decide how much you need, have to do every week or 2 weeks or even monthly to get to that goal.
Right. So I was telling y'all earlier, we sat down and she made a plan for me or whatever. And see, I be gung-ho. I be like, let me 90 days, 6 months. She was like,
yeah.
Take your time. And I'm like, okay. So I went with the 12-month plan. So this time next year, I shouldn't have any debt.
Right.
Or anything like that. And everything should be where it needs to be, because as I told y'all, even on my other channel, I accumulated debt, which was none. I had none at one point. When you was trying to pay yours, I was like, girl, I ain't got none. I don't got none. I ain't trying to go into them cars. I ain't trying to touch them. Right. But I thank God I was able to have them when these people was ripping me off in this house.
Right.
I was able to have them to get this stuff finished and get stuff done. It was there.
There you go. It was there.
Because I knew how to pay them off and do what I need to do. But like my husband say, I'm the gung-ho one. I'm like, just take it and just pay it. Just pay it. Right. And then I'll be like, oh, the car broke down? All right. We'll wait till next. You know what I'm saying? We'll wait till we get a little bit more money in. So I'm like, you know what? I'm not touching anything I have. I've been paying. I've never missed a payment on a credit card. I'm going to say as a responsible adult. Because I remember my first credit card, which y'all know as Macy's now, used to be Kaufman's.
Yeah,
you know Kaufman's. Girl, I thought that was just free money. I didn't know no better. Right. When it was done, it was done.
They don't talk about
Pay who, what, back what? Oh, okay, whatever. That's going to go wherever it's going to go. That was young, 18 years old. But anyways, so I knew better later. So even having to use it, even with an emergency, I didn't want to. I didn't want to. I was like, I'm zero. I don't want to use these cars, but I don't want to not be able to finish my house neither. Yeah. Because when we came here, and I told her, I was like, we was saving. We had savings to do everything we need to do. Like, we was on top of things. Like, I could have did everything I needed to do if I wasn't ripped off and having multiple. And if you guys follow my other channel, I have multiple contractors in here. Everybody always was doing something. They knew how to do this. And then he done ran off with $1,500. He done ran off with $2,000. He done ran off with $2,000. Like, it was just money on top of money just going out the window. And it ain't like... We did a lot of gutting, but we didn't do no major things that somebody who knew what they was doing, if they would have came in from the giddy up, we probably would have had a whole bunch of thousands and thousands of dollars still saved up. But we couldn't. You know what I'm saying? And even with the debt that I have that I'm going to wait and go through the 12 months, or if I do it early, I'm going to feel even better, because I'm more likely I am. It was more than that. But my gung-ho self, I was trying to get it down, like, you know what I'm saying?
Some people don't have that option.
Yeah.
You know, thank God you had the option of using your credit card and having a savings. You know, a lot of people don't have those options. Yeah. Because their credit is already bad, so they have no credit cards, and no one's going to give them a credit card right now until they rebuild themselves. Right. And they don't have no savings. So they can't fix the things in their house. There's people who own houses literally can't fix the things in their houses because they just don't have that extra income. Right. They haven't prepared for those moments. Right. Not meaning that they can't start now or today, but it's just sometimes you just like, thankful that you had those options. And just, how to get back out of it. It's all about just
he's the balance. I promise you, he's the balance. I've in my life, when you go through stuff, and you don't like that feeling. Like, you know what I'm saying? You don't like that feeling.
I don't like it.
You just don't like to get back in it. And I've realized, and I think I said this on my other channel, I get anxiety when I feel overwhelmed. Yeah. I get anxiety when I feel like stability is like, And I'm like, every month, like, I owe these people. I owe these people. You know what I mean? I'm like, okay. No. And if I can show y'all my journal, I scratch off. What I do is, and I talked to her about this, I always write down what I'm going to pay. And if you see my journal, I got 1,000,000 scratch marks. Because I would say, okay, I'm going to pay $80 on this credit card. And I'm like, no, I'm going to pay $250. No, I'm gonna scratch. No, I'm gonna pay. No, I'm gonna pay 100. Like, I'll be trying to stop myself from overdoing stuff because I still have a life and things that, knock on wood, hope they don't. You know what I'm saying? But things could happen, and he the balance. My husband is the balance. He be like, babe, no, we're not about to do that. You're not about to take all. We're not about to do that. No, we not. And so I have to think like, okay. He was like, we never pay late. We're always on time. We got the money to pay the monthly. Let's just do what we need to do and take our time and get it done. We just have to do it.
That's it. Yeah, it's
because if you make 6 figures, okay. Somebody give Camille a pencil. Why? What'd I do? What? Why?
I don't know.
What I need this for? Did I say something? But yeah, so I get anxiety from, like, I don't like owing nobody nothing. Right. Even a personal person, like, I've never been that type. So when people do me like that, I'm like, how? I thought, but you know, karma could come in different ways. I probably did some other stuff to make somebody have to, don't pay me back. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, I've never been that person. Like, if I get something from somebody, I'm not trying to ruin a relationship. I ain't trying to ruin. That's just not me. And if I, in turn, as a friend, can help, I don't mind.
She's like, instead of scratching out.
a pencil. Right. I do need some erasable pen. Right. I be scratching. And he be like, babe, what's that? I be like, that's what I was going. He was like, what? No. Calm down. And then one of them I was closing, it don't have no interest rate. So I'm like, what is the rush? Like, they giving me whenever, you know what I'm saying? So just little stuff like that. And certain ones I did utilize just for the house. I'm like, I ain't gonna use it no more. I'm gonna call them, listen, let's just cut that off. I'm gonna continue paying. I ain't gonna stop paying until it's done. But sometimes you have to do that too.
Right.
You get rid of some of them. I had too many cards. I had like 13 cards. Like, for what? Like, for what? Just to say I got them. And then a lot of them I didn't use. And it's like that feeling of just because, but some stuff ain't no emergency. It ain't no emergency that I need a certain, like, clothing company cards. Those type of cards. You know what I'm saying? Those ain't emergency issues or cards. You know what I'm saying? So just stuff like that. But my anxiety was that. Talking to her, we got my plan. Got my 12 months set up.
Because you want to do everything in 6.
Right. Okay,
I give you 6.
Girl, I had 3, 6. Well, I had 3, 6. All that. She was like, let's just be real and breathe. And
you can always pay more.
Right. You can always pay more.
Stick to this.
That way you got a breathing room. But stick to, I said, okay. I'll go with the 12. So I'm on a 12-month plan to do that. And that's going to be cookies and cream. And that's how you want it. A lot of times, I would say, I know me, I'm be real me. Sometimes I be so gung-ho to do stuff, I will put so much on myself and be mad at myself, but I still do it, but I didn't have to pressure myself. Just like when you came for the Queen's Mingle. I don't like to ask nobody to do stuff like that. I don't. I was in there trying to do everything and still needed to get upstairs and get dressed. Sometimes, I know it seems like I'm rambling, but sometimes we do it to ourselves. We put too much on ourselves. We don't step back and be the outside looking in. Sometimes you got to look back and be like, look at everything you got going on, everything you going through, and just be like, you know what? I can ease up right here. I can stop this. I can let go of this or whatever. Sometimes you got to do that.
You have to.
Because if you just how your day is, you don't got time to look and evaluate nothing. You just in the motion of what you used to doing on a daily basis. And then you look back and you're like, oh, shoot, I let this get like this, or I let this get out of hand. And that's just how life is with everything. Everything needs to be evaluated. Everything needs to have a balance, and everything needs to be something that you have to prioritize. What is important and what's not important.
And what's not.
Exactly.
You have to.
And I think a lot of us have it back the other way around. Like, the priorities come last. Like, we squeeze them in.
Right.
Because it's usually the loved ones or the family that you think in your mind, oh, they're not going nowhere. This job might fire me. Or they're not going nowhere. This such and such might not be here.
Yeah, right.
Those always be the things that we put on the back burner.
This event is not going to ever come back again.
Right.
Or I have to do this. Yeah.
And that goes back to me talking about how, well, we don't know how long people going to be here. You know, before you know it, your kids is grown. You know what I'm saying? Before you know it, they're grown. And before you know it, right, girl. Me and my husband was just talking about that. His friend was like, I said, oh my gosh. I said, you know, you're getting older when you can't jump out the bed like you used to. Right. He was like, you be seeing the little dots and stuff. Right, be getting all dizzy. Like, hold on, wait a minute, let me center myself. He was like, he said he jumped out the bed.
Yeah.
And he fell. He said his legs wasn't ready. Good. I was like, why? I think he's getting ready to be 41 Saturday.
Right.
And he was like, he jumped out the bed and his legs. I was like, I know. I done got up a couple times and more like, oh shoot, you know, I gotta get up. I'm like, oh, whoa, okay, wait. Yeah, I can't just jump up like that no more. You know what I'm saying? But that's how life is. Before you know it, you think you got all this time. Yeah. And before you know it, you facing, I was like, oh my gosh, I'm such and such years away from being 50. Yeah. If you look at it like that. But when you was 18, 19, it seemed like 25 was far away. You know what I'm saying? Now here you are pushing the what does they say, the mid mark or whatever. You pushing the mid mark.
Yep.
And still still feel young. I still feel young. I do.
Definitely.
But then life is what it is and time is what it is, and you have to face reality. It ain't waiting for you. It's not waiting for you. Your kids ain't waiting for you. None of that is waiting for you. So either you do it today or you do it later. Yep. But who knows how much longer you got. You get what I'm saying?
So
to get it right.
Do what you can.
Right now.
Yep, do it right now.
It's sad. The other day I went to a parent-teacher meeting. My friend was surprised that I didn't used to go because I was always working. Wow. Yeah. You definitely. That's all right. You definitely.
And don't beat yourself up.
Yes.
Just keep doing the positive things that you're doing now.
Baby steps.
Yep, baby steps. And just, because you can't get that time back.
You can't.
So
you can't.
Yeah.
Don't even
just
try.
Do what you can now and just
be consistent.
Yep, be consistent.
Because they'll remember that. They'll definitely remember that. And y'all always hear me, I say it's memories over material. Because they don't never remember. They don't remember that material stuff. They do not. I don't even. Just think about you yourself as an adult. What you get for your 10th birthday? What you get for your 7th birthday?
Right.
Your 16th birthday? All those birthdays, whatever. Your 21st. I don't even remember 21st. I don't know. I don't remember. Because it wasn't important. But I can remember who was around me and the things that we did. Because that meant more to me, my soul. It meant much more. So just try to create those. You guys have any questions? Because we're getting ready to wrap up. This was awesome. Thank you for whoever joined the 50 cent challenge. She talking about she going to ask whoever. Me too. I'm trying to get them 50 cents. I think I'm going to go door to door and say, can I get
my goodness.
I'm going to go door to door like, boop. You got 50 cents?
And make it a challenge. So
they'll probably be looking at me like I'm crazy. Okay, here, hold on. Here go $1. Like, you know what I'm saying? For real. I'm about to, y'all laughing. We're going to see what it be like. We're going to see what it be like in August 9th.
August 9th.
Is when we have to come back and see what we got popping in our jars.
I like a challenge, y'all.
You like a challenge? Let's see what we got. No cheating, none of your money. No, you got to write down who give you money, too.
Oh,
goodness. See? Look. Didn't you hear me say, Tamika, 50 cents? Mika, like that way? Yeah. Look, see, now she don't, see how she do? Now she don't want to play. You're going to be on the news. Like, it's a lady walking around asking everybody for 50 cents.
I about 10 of them now. No.
have any questions, but I'm definitely going to start making a step in the right direction of saving, but weekly. Yeah, okay. Bi-weekly. Did you mean bi-weekly or but weekly? Bi-weekly, I think that's probably what she's saying. Yeah, start off. If it's $5 every 2 weeks.
Yep, definitely.
Whatever.
Make it a habit.
Just do it.
You're increasing when you need
when
to.
You
when
feel
you
like
want to.
Exactly.
Yep.
Exactly.
And it's for you. At
right.
the end of the day, yep.
Right.
Yep, she said bi-weekly.
Okay. Spell check. What? Girl, hush, April. But okay, thank you, Miss Parker. Thank you, April, and all the other ladies that joined us tonight. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We definitely gonna throw some of these in throughout the month to talk to you guys about finances and going even deeper with ways that you can help yourself financially. And do some of the things that her and I do as far as doing more things with your family and learning like our day-to-day, Like we talked about that. Her vacation that she's getting ready to do with her family. Everything is not, nobody ain't rich. We don't just have money, just take it and just pay on stuff and have it like that. You have to set yourself up a plan with everything. With everything. Oh yeah, spell check is annoying. It don't always check your words.
Your words. Text, and I'm going to leave y'all on this note. Somebody told me to pray for him when I was typing away and then look at it. Girl, I said, I hope the prayer went through. How many words I spelled wrong? And I thought spell check posted, Girl, fix it. Autocorrect.
No,
they don't have autocorrect no more?
No. Lord, it does what it wants to. What they think you should say. I seen one, was it on Facebook where the person was typing and it'll keep saying stuff like different things or whatever, just messing up. Yeah, I'm like, oh no, I'm gonna have to check my stuff. Unless there's somebody cool, they be like, they know what I meant. They know what I meant. Right. All right, guys, so we had fun. We enjoyed having this financial chat with you guys, and hopefully this will motivate you guys to save $1 a week, $2 a week, something. You got to get that app for that $5.99. What app? For $5.99? Is it a month or is it mine once I buy it? That's money, girl. It ain't free. But yeah, we hope you guys enjoyed this. I really enjoyed talking with you guys. Thank you both. You're welcome, Lavelle. And I will, you so silly, April. I will talk to you guys next week. I will let you know for sure if it's going to be Wednesday or Thursday. You will know ahead of time. But be looking out for the trinkets on this channel. And the words of encouragement, empowerment, and inspiration. All right. Talk to you guys later. Let me see if did it go? Did I exit and then I didn't exit? Okay.